Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our movie class. Today we will speak about action movie. And I forgot its title, The Bourne Identity, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a summarizer, someone who wants to start describing the story? Jürgen, would you like to?
This time too?
Okay, Leila, please start
Okay.
with the story itself. So let's retold
Just
it.
a very, just a brief one. The film opens with an almost dead person in the middle of the sea, off the coast. I think it's on the south coast of France. An Italian shipping boat rescued him, but unfortunately, he didn't remember anything. We call it amnesia, memory loss. And there is one clue. He has a kind of number of a Zurich Switzerland bank account in his or on his hip, implanted, I think. And then the fisherman helped him a lot. But to my surprise, and to his surprise also, he can speak several languages. He can tie some knots and what kind of maps? I don't remember. He could read maps, speak various languages, and that's how the story begins.
Mm-hmm. So unknown man with amnesia, right?
Yeah, he doesn't remember anything, who he is, and then, somebody else can go on because I don't want to speak more and more. But this is the beginning.
Yeah, and you forgot, I think, important detail. He has some bullets in his back.
2 bullets.
Yeah, it's kind of ruins the version that it's just a fisherman or something like this.
Right.
I think.
It was a hit job.
I love it.
Okay, nice story, nice beginning. So what's happening after? Vasants, please tell us.
After that, one fisherman offered him some money to reach Paris, Switzerland, to find the bank account number, what's in it. So he went to the Swiss bank and he showed the number, bank account number, and the bank receptionist let him find his safe deposit box. Inside the box, he has various kind of currencies and different countries' passports with different names also, and also a gun, a hand gun. So he took all of them in a bag, except the handgun. Then he returned to the embassy, I think. Yes. He returned to seek asylum.
Well, I think that he went to the embassy because he noticed something. He noticed that he's under surveillance. Someone follows him. So that's why he decided to I don't know, to jump into embassy just to cut the tail. I think it's my suggestion, my impression.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Gerard, can you continue?
Yes. So Jason Bourne is a part of a program made by the CIA named Treadstone.
Mm-hmm.
This plan is about making super soldiers, super spies, black op guys. But this program was cancelled because the cost was too high.
Mm-hmm.
And now Jason Bourne was supposed to kill African dictator, who was exiled in Marseille. And they don't know why Jason Bourne didn't finish the job, and they are after him. They want to kill him with other Black Ops guys.
To hide all the evidences, right? To just for this.
Yes, they didn't know that Jason Bourne just had amnesia.
Right.
They suppose he went rogue.
Okay, Diana, please, can you continue with the story? We finished on this American embassy before the romantic part.
Yeah. So what's the point? Yeah. Okay. So he's in the embassy, and he's followed by the police because CIA guys already is following him. So they informed the police that the criminal of some kind is over there. So he's followed by the police, and he does not remember who he was, who he is, but he can notice all those details, like the really cool agent. So he hears that one of the girls was talking with the clerk, with the officer over there in the embassy, and there was some kind of a problem, and well, that's why he noticed that girl. What happened then? I don't know. Some of the guards tried to, I don't know, to ask for his ID or something. I'm not quite sure. So he had to actually, he was trying to escape, right? So he beat the guy up and just tried to run away. So there was an alarm going on, and everything was very, very exciting. All of a sudden, all the people at the embassy were trying to, to hide in their offices. And I was really surprised to see that there is a little army over there in the embassy with all those machine guns and, a lot of soldiers. So everybody is chasing him. So, but he is escaping, just climbing the wall, basically, like a Spider-Man, really cool. Just we can see how fit he really was, with all those bullets just like a couple of days ago and all this stuff. So it doesn't matter to him. So he's a really good, like a Superman type of guy. So he escapes, and he has this bag with all those passports and money, and he jumps from this building, picks up the bag, which he dropped. Actually, that was one mistake, I think, that he made. So, but he sees that girl, who he noticed inside the embassy, and the girl is at her car. So that's actually the only way for him to get out of this of the premises, right, without being noticed. So, and he convinces the girl to help him run away. He gives her $10,000 and asks her to take him to Paris. So, and the girl actually has nothing to do. She has no apartment. That was her problem. She was trying to, I don't know, to go, I don't remember exactly. So she was talking about some green card or something like that. That's why she was in the embassy. So she has nothing to do. She has no apartment, just this car, and all her belongings are in this car. So she actually says yes. So he promised her to give her $10,000 at the end of their journey as well. So, and well, and she took him out of the Switzerland, and they're going to Paris.
Okay, and teacher Lee noticed that her name, it was Marie, right?
Marie, yes.
Marie saved him, saved Bourne. What was his name? I forgot.
Jason.
Jason. Okay, Jason. Okay, Jürgen, would you like to continue with the story?
I can't. If I could, I have done it.
Okay, don't worry. So let me remember what happened next. So they went to Paris, Paris, I don't know, and found some address, but I forgot where they got this address from, documents or something. Maybe it was in bank, this bank box. I don't know.
He kept visiting. He kept visiting people that he came across their names. He was following leads. He says, "Oh, this person knows me," so he went there and pretended everything was normal, and he got a little more information about himself. Oh, you're wanting to buy this? Yeah. And slowly he got names, and he kept visiting those names to learn more about himself. So he probably got that address like that at some point.
Right. I just recalled that he was calling something by the book and market some addresses or something like this. So they just went to one address, and concierge recognized him, said, I forgot the name, like, Mark, hello, where have you been? Everything is fine, please follow to your apartment, something like that. So this way they got this apartment. And it's first twist in the story. I don't know if it's a twist or not, but now we can see actions of other side of CA, right? And at this point, CA found him as well. So he knew where he is. And they made an order to destroy him, to all these sleeping agents in the Europe, right? In the Barcelona, Italy, somewhere else. And it's a special guys from the same, how we call it, from the same program, Threadstone or something like.
Yes.
Yeah, so and we forgot one small detail with these two policemen in Switzerland, right? So before the bank, before he started to realize that he's a kind of agent or something like this, he just tried to sleep on the bench in the park, and when policeman, not very gentle, asked him to run away, he just, like, I don't know what we call this, disarmed. Yeah,
disarmed. Yeah, he just had an instantaneous reaction. His reflexes made him take him out quickly.
Right. So how we call it, muscle memory or something like this, reflex, right?
Yeah, reflexes, muscle memory.
Okay, muscle memory. Okay, so from at this point, he looks like he was surprised as well. So what is happened on? Why I can do that, right? And we can see kind of the same event in his apartment, in this French apartment, when another agent attacked him and he disarmed him as well and tried to ask it question. Do we have special word for that, for this kind of asking? Usually, when you ask a prisoner or something, of the war.
Interrogate, I guess.
Okay. When he tried to interrogate this agent, he decided to commit suicide. Better, right? Better commit suicide. Kind of impressive.
Well, he had all his bones broken. I think that he had no chance. Anyway.
So it was how teacher told me, coup de merci or something like this. No?
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace. Okay.
Coup de grace, maybe. I forget how to pronounce it.
Okay. And at this point, girl was kind of surprised as well, right? Because
yes. A bit,
A bit, yeah. Something strange is happening on, and
she suspects something. Something is wrong.
but this doesn't stop her being in love.
Yeah.
Right. Layla, please continue.
Ivan, you are very clever. I think they fear that they are the new targets in Paris. So, if I'm not wrong, they traveled to central France, in the rural countryside, and they stayed on a farmhouse that night.
I don't know if it was an ex-husband or they were separated or what. I'm not sure who he was. It was her kids, so it was like an ex-husband.
No, it was not. It was not her kids.
Oh,
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Boyfriend? Okay.
Just her friend. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of tense, so I think it's kind of ex-boyfriend or something.
CIA guys told that she left. She lived there for a couple of months. So I don't think that it was a long relationship or something like that. She just they knew that address. You know, they just followed him there because they knew the address. They were following all her addresses because.
Yeah, and I think from this episode we starting to know more about her as well, right? Because of this reaction of this guy, ex-boyfriend, and all these things, all these small details, like you stayed only for one night. She's did not lie to me. It's for change or something like that. So it's kind of tense story, and we can predict that she's kind of, I don't know how we got easygoing person, right?
Adventurous.
Adventurous, okay. Adventurous. Okay, Leila, so for interrupting, so farmhouse.
No, I don't think so. So let me remember what happened then.
First of all, I can recall that we can see from this episode how specially Jameson has some feeling to children. We can see that, right? So he something play with them. He's looking on them. Something strange with that, and
abnormal love for kids.
Yeah. And another episode, it's that the dog was missing at the morning. It's a key point.
Yeah, they were looking for the dog. Usually he barks, and they said the dog's not barking. So Bourne's instincts immediately related an assassin took out the dog to keep it quiet. So he told the people, go down to the basement. There's going to be blood.
Leila, please. We cannot. I
love you guys talking. Come on. You are helping me to remember. Don't worry about it. I was just thinking, after the dog, they decided to leave the farmhouse again. And where did they go? Let me think about it. They went on their way, and Conklin, I think, was on the scene because he proposed a meeting with Conklin in Paris at 6 p.m. or something like that.
As far as I remember, what happened after this action? So he killed this assassin guy, like this sniper guy, and after she went with ex-boyfriend, right? He gave her money and said, "Save yourself." Yes. And return it back. How he said it? I like this phrase, to settle this down or something like this. I forgot, to land this situation, something like this. Maybe I'm wrong, but something like this. Actually, can it be so, to land the situation, to land down the situation? Because he used something like this, but I forgot exactly. So to sort out this situation. So you go out, I will decide all the problem.
Sort it out, yes.
Okay. Sort it out, survey the land.
Survey the land. Okay. Okay, what's next? Some contacts happened, right, with CIA? Or no?
Yes, you're right. Some contacts.
But I forgot.
I remember the sentences that she said to the girl. She said, "I work alone like you. We always work alone." So that's bye. And
so actually, that sniper guy, the one that was killed. Actually, he confirmed that he's also an agent. So he told him that we're working alone. We're not working in a group. So if the mission is failed, so we're supposed to die. Actually, he just confirmed that he is a CIA agent. That's why he contacted CIA, because he still did not remember his identity. He still needed this information. and he decided to, I don't know. Actually, it's kind of confusing part for me. It was kind of confusing part. So he called that his boss. Okay, so the
Yes, Coughlin.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. This and asked him to come to Paris. I guess I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly where.
the bridge.
And yeah, to go to the bridge, to the middle of the bridge, to take off the coat. I don't know. He wanted to see that he does not have weapons on him or what. I don't know.
I think just to recognize him, because
Yeah.
he has
Yeah,
an
okay,
amazing.
yes, he has no idea who the guy was, right? So and what else? I don't know. And he knew for sure that he will not be alone. That's why he was in a safe place, overviewing everyone and was watching and seeing who is exactly with him, because he has all these magic skills. Yeah, the agent's supposed to have.
Yes, he refused to meet. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yes. He said, "Okay, I asked you to be alone, but you are not alone. So, okay, we all that's not gonna happen."
And I like it this language. It's almost like Terminator. He was short and he was saying like this. It was so complicated to be alone. Now try this.
Yes.
I'm hiding. Something like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Wasn't that part? He was able to plant a tracking device on one of the vehicles there.
Yeah.
Right. So he found a van who is stopped.
Redstone house.
Yeah, and it was a clue. It led them to the base, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
How we call this base, teacher?
Safe house? I'm not sure.
Treadstone's safe house, it says in the field.
No, I mean, is there any word for these secret places like that support these agents?
Headquarters, whatever. I don't know.
We call them safe houses.
Safe houses. Okay.
Okay.
They have supplies, gun, money, food, so they can always go there when they're, got nothing to restock, resupply, rest, and plan.
Okay, and looks like it's an expensive thing, so they don't have a lot of them because they call it to another country just take our data, right, to save this and all the things. Okay, Gerard, would you like to continue?
Yes. So Jason Bourne eventually discovers the reason why he didn't kill the dictator Wombasi. The reason was that when he was about to kill him, there was his children next to him. So he was blocked. I think Wombasi shot him back, and he fell on the sea, on the Mediterranean Sea, with bomb wounded. That's it. That's the moment we know what happened.
Right. And we forgot one line. We forgot line when CIA guys, they trying to make own story, like they try to make logical story, and they killed Wombasi just to say it's Bourne did it. Bourne did it just to finish his task, something like this. So what was their line?
Before that, he talked to Coughlin, and he said he didn't want to go on as an agent, anymore. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And Coughlin wanted him to be blamed because if Jason Bourne killed the ambassador, then it means that he's guilty. And the line, if I'm not wrong, you are looking for. Let me think about it. Is it something like that? He was the perfect weapon until he became the target. He said something like that, Ivan.
Yeah. But I mostly mean the idea. So they trying to make a logical story, right? To present the story to the bosses, right? So it's not their fault, it's his fault, and they need to make the story. So they trying to kill him, but kill him after killing Wombasi, after making fake cover story. Teacher helped me in the chat.
Yeah, cover story.
Cover story. Okay.
A fake story to explain things your way.
Right. So you to have a good presentation for the bosses, right?
Right.
But he is supposed to be dead at the end. Okay, and so time for how Diana tried to teach me this word denome.
Yeah, Dinamo.
Dynamo. Yeah, we almost here, right?
Almost, right.
Almost. Okay. Dynamo. So actually, we have a twist. We had a twist at the end of the story. So we found that for boss of the boss,
The boss is boss.
boss's boss, yeah, boss's boss has own fake cover story, right?
Yeah.
And he decided to sacrifice this boss. What is his name? We have it in chat.
Was that Conklin?
Conklin, yeah. So, and it's a better story, right? Just now,
Yeah.
and it saved Bourne, I think. So no one is after him after that because no one knows about him. Yeah, and happy end. He returned to his lady.
Yes, he found her. Yeah. Found her, and she's living in some beautiful place.
It was Spain, I'm sure.
Spain. It looked like Greece to me, you know, just
Yeah, Island. I checked it.
Yeah, Greece. It was a scooter shop.
Yeah. So yes. So it was very nice, and she was happy to see him. Cool.
Of course, they hugged.
And we have a final joke, right? Is it your shop? It's nice, but it's a little bit hard to find.
Yes.
You didn't forget it, you see? You are impressed.
So that's all the story. Okay, we definitely watched the movie. Okay, let's see, is there any uncovered questions? I have a few on our Padlet, so let me copy some. Does your bank account has such security system like Swiss bank that Bourne had access to? I think that Swiss banks have like special reputation, right?
Yes.
So definitely my bank has nothing like this. No fancy eyes reader or fingerprint readers, nothing like that. And
Maybe this is just for VIP, you know, clients, and you just don't know anything about it. Maybe for some top-notch guys.
Yes, I have to agree. Yeah. I never tried VIP
Yes,
service.
yes, that's the problem.
Okay, Teacher Lee, please.
One thing that's kind of fake about the Jason Bourne thing is he knows they're looking for him. He knows they have security they can tap into security cameras. They got agents in different little local cities. He never wears a disguise. He never wears sunglasses, never wears a cap over his head, never pulls his collar up. He just walks around open-faced. But he tells the girl, "Oh, we need to dye your hair, change your appearance." It doesn't make sense.
Well, he just likes the way he looks, you know. Just that's why. Okay, let's just dye your hair and cut your hair.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
They won't recognize us.
But this happens in many movies, always.
Right.
I think, why did they do their opinion?
Well, he was, he worried about her more than about himself. And he showed in such a way that he worries about her.
Okay.
I like the first version more. That it was just an excuse to change her look, you know. And also we discussed it some time ago. Modern system of this video surveillance, how we call it, they tested it in China, and no glasses, no heads, nothing helps you, now. because yeah, now we have a special algorithms, neural networks. They solve it very easily. So
Huh.
you like it's a waste of time, to
And you will look more suspicious, when you have all these things covering your face. So they will look at you, right? Yes.
I'm Muslim.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so let's go back to the question. So about banks. So do you have a VIP section in your bank? Do you visit it regularly? Do you have this box? How we call this box in the bank?
Security box?
In America, we call it safety deposit box.
Okay. Do you use this
Security
for
box.
something?
You can store valuables in it.
Yeah.
It's very secure. It takes 2 keys to open it. The bank has a key, and they give you a key. So you go to the bank and say, I want to access my safety deposit box. It's locked up in a vault. So you both go in. The bank unlocks their key, their lock, and they leave, and then you unlock your lock, and you can open it up and look inside. So it's very secure, very private.
Well, it looks like a good idea, but once I asked it in my bank about costs of this service, and it was too high for me. So but I thinking about to keep some documents, important documents in such a place, but looks like I don't have enough money for that now. Leila, please.
I just want to ask something to Lee. Lee, safety deposit box is the same kind of box that we have here. The ladies put their jewelry.
Anything, yep.
And as for the fee, they pay yearly.
We can pay monthly or yearly, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to another question. Why did not Bourne take the gun from the safety locker? Oh, you see another name, safety locker, in Swiss bank, besides knowing that he had been shot. No.
He's brave.
Or stupid. I don't know.
Diane.
Yeah,
Bourne he's kind of a gentleman. He doesn't like to use guns.
Okay.
He'll disarm another assassin and take his gun to shoot other assassins, but then he throws the gun down. He doesn't believe in guns. He's confident enough that he can usually handle himself.
Right. It was
or he's just in the foreign country. He knows that he's an American, right? He's in another country, and he's confused, right? So to take a gun, and if someone asks for your ID and sees your gun, so that's actually the reason for police to lock you up in prison.
Another reason, yeah.
Right. And as we can see, he can take gun in no time from any policeman.
Yeah, absolutely. So why bother? Just it's heavy to carry gun.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are pretty anonymous. Or no, I forgot this word for this.
Anonymous.
About this issue, right? So another set of questions. Who is Van Bossy? What is his profession? Why did US intelligence try to kill him? Well, I prepared one slide for that. It's kind of explain it. We will see it later in our picture.
Van Bossy is the guy with the very, just peculiar eyes, I would say. His eyes are just poking out all the time. Oh my goodness.
Also, the way he speaks is weird.
He probably has
to kill him.
maybe a South African accent.
Maybe. So is he from South Africa? I just did not catch that. He's from some African country. You know, there's
Yeah.
million countries over there, so nobody knows what country it is.
I'm not wrong. He used to be on the power, right? Ruling the government, and then he was exiled.
He was some African dictator that got exiled, and they wanted to eliminate him for some reason.
Okay,
He wanted to come back again, right?
well, I am trying to share this slide about Wombasy, and we can see this globus, right? How we call it? Globe. Yeah, with and it's French newspaper. So Gerard, please translate us. What is about?
Yes, it's a French newspaper. So we could assume that this country was a former French colony. That's the reason why Montbossy is in France.
But but we know that good guys CIA is against him, right? So he's a dictator. It's obvious, right? What can be another reason, right?
Probably when he got exiled, I suspect the CIA helped him do something illegal or get him in power. So they're afraid. I think he wanted the CIA to give him money or something to keep quiet about how the CIA helped him illegally. So they had to remove him to shut him up so they wouldn't embarrass the CIA. I couldn't follow it all.
Right.
But it's not really relevant to our story, right? We just
they just have their reasons, right?
just a bad guy, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe he creates women bad or something like that. So it's possible.
Something is wrong with those kids. I'm not, you know, just too many kids around him, right?
Right.
I don't know.
Right. But it saved him, right? For a moment.
Yep. Not for long, couple of weeks.
Anyway, so another question, another set of questions. What happened at the boat? Why did Bourne try to kill Wombasy? Was Bourne assigned to kill Wombasy? I think we answered it, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't assigned to kill Wombasy, was he? Wasn't he assigned to kill the Wombasy's right-hand man with the kids?
It's clear from the movie, so they discussed it in the last episode, and it say his boss said, "Your mission was kill Wombasy in such a way that no one knows that it was our deal. It should be like someone internal affair. Someone killed him without CIA, and he failed this mission." Okay, and it's all our questions. Maybe someone has something else to ask, something clear, or we can go to our pictures. And today we don't have labels, and it's good for us.
More work for us.
Yeah.
Teacher, please.
I got one thing I liked at the beginning. That the CIA, you've got Abbott and Conklin. And Conklin kind of does his own thing and kills people as he sees necessary. And when this Wombasy thing hit the news, Abbott calls Conklin in and says, "What's going on? I didn't hear about this." "Well, normally you don't want to know. You know, you didn't want to know before what I did." "Yeah, but this time you made a mistake." So Conklin used to kind of do his own thing without really telling his boss what he was doing. And his boss was okay with that as long as it didn't hit the newspapers and embarrass the CIA. But this time he screwed up. So his boss called him in and said, "What's going on? Why didn't I know about this?" You know? So that's why Abbott in the end eliminated Conklin, I think, was he made a mistake.
Right.
Well, I don't think that it was just because of the mistake. I think that his attitude actually, you know, just helped a lot, because he did not, you know, he was not respectful at all. He was kind of, you know, I know what I'm doing, and this type of attitude did not help. Definitely.
Could be. Yeah.
Not a pleasant guy at all, right?
Yeah.
Gerard, please.
I think in America, The president mustn't know all of these black operations.
Yeah.
President was busy at the moment.
They
Don't
they
go
The
there.
president doesn't want to know.
We have a name for that. It's plausible deniability. I didn't know they were doing that, and he didn't, and he didn't.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I have in Russia, Putin knows everything.
Nobody knows that, you know.
I suspect that. I suspect that.
You can just suspect, you know.
I'm a suspicious guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to share our pictures. Diana, can we start with you, please?
Well, what can we see here? We can see a hand. I think that this is the hand of the fisherman, right? So the guy in this boat who took Bourne out of the water, right? So, and who took the bullets out of his back, right? So he found this, how do we call this? I don't know. This
microchip.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a laser thing. So he turned it on and he saw that there is a red light. And when he pointed it to the wall, he could read the name of the bank over there with the bank account, yeah, or something, some numbers over there. So, and that's why he knew that there is something really suspicious with the guy. So, but he gave all those things back to him, or after a little bit of beating, but still, you know.
So what do you think about this fancy thing? Because when I started to think about it, it looks like very complicated, overcomplicated.
Why? You know, just if it is in the pocket, you can lose it. You can, so you see, you'll never lose something which is inside your body. You see?
Okay, but
that's why it's very convenient way to keep things safe. Just to put them under your skin.
Yeah.
But it will be a problem, you know, in every airport because it's metal. How doctor finds it? Because he was looking for bullets and he found these things, you know, because this is metal things, and it will be a problem in every airport, in every, how we call this, I don't know, frames that scan you.
Metal detectors.
Metal, yeah, metal detectors. And if you are a secret guy, secret agent, it's not convenient, I think.
Well, plus there's no security. Once you find it, anybody can read it. There's no password. There's no DNA or retina scan. Anybody can just push the button and get your account number.
And also, we know that this number it's for a fake person, for this Mark Sampson, like for his legend.
Okay, but when he get into the bank, he put his hand on that scanner. You know, you just still you could not use it if your palm was not, you know.
A good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still overcomplicated to me, but I think it's.
But they're the agents, you know. Just they love that. So.
Okay. So it makes like things better, right?
Yeah, it's for the agent thing.
I was worried they'd want to see some ID, like a driver's license or a passport, and I'm going, "How's he going to get in there?" But they looked at his hands, so I said, "Oh, okay."
I have a question.
Please, Sans?
Yeah, who would implant that device in his hip? Bourne or the CIA? Because what is the point of that?
Well, I know the answer, but I think I don't understand the answer well. So answer that it's the only man who could do that. It's him, because this his second, like how we call it, pseudonym was invented by him. It was clear from the last dialogue with boss. So it was Mark Sampson, and it was his legend to get close to this dictator. So the only man who can implant this thing was just Bourne. But why he did that, it's not clear. So he it was like, I don't know, just in case, right?
He knew someday he might end up floating in the ocean with 2 bullets in his back and might not remember who he was.
Yeah, from this point, it looks like it was a plum, right? It was a plum.
Well, again, I think that this is the movie made based on the novel. So probably all those answers are in the novel, and the movie is just, like they skip a lot of details usually. So I haven't read the novel. That's why I can not answer the question.
Well, I think in the movie they should find better explanation for this.
Yeah, but like this is the action movie. They just want you to forget about all this with all those shooting and running and doing all those things. So.
But I think they miss something because I used to have in action movie two important points. First one, it's a macho man who is killing everyone with just bare hands, and they missed another part. There must be a woman in red dress or something like this, and struggling around, being around him, something like this. So they missed. Leila, please.
What I'm thinking is that every Treadstone agent has the same thing, because they always say we are the same, and they are all complaining about having the headache.
I still think that it's a bad idea. Just imagine that you are a secret agent.
Using kind of machine, like ear piercing. You can just do that. Why hip? I don't know.
No, well, in general, it's a bad idea. When you like send your soldier to the behind the front line to find something, you took all his document, right? But there, all this super duper agent has everything in their body.
Yeah, the microchip was made of plastic.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, but look at that. Maybe it's made from plastic or something else. But a fisherman doctor, doctor who used to, take deals with fish more than with bodies, found that in no time. So
yeah, that's suspicious.
Yeah, not a good line, I think. But okay, it's worked somehow. So let it be. Gerard, please, next picture.
The boat. You can see the fisherman's boat, the nets, sailor wearing a raincoat, a fisherman wearing a raincoat, a sort of crane, the deck, boxes made by wood boxes, and the fisherman boat looks quite old, in bad shape.
And both pretty rusty, so it looks like they don't look very successful fishermen or something like this. Okay, and we call this thing like crane, right? Teacher Lee wrote.
Yeah.
Yes, Jorgen, please.
I can't remember what were they doing in this scene.
In this scene, just fishing, I think. So he's recovering. Yes, they're fishing, and he's doing some pull-ups. Yeah, Teacher Lee, please.
The way these kind of fishing boats work, you don't use a fishing pole. You throw out a big net in the water, and you pull it behind you, and you scoop up a whole bunch of fish in a net, and the crane lifts the net up out of the water, and you've got maybe 1,000 fish. And that's what kind of fishing boat this is. We call them trawlers because they trawl a big net in the water and pull it through the water. So that's the kind of boat this was.
And I can see a few strange devices here. First one is, I don't know, can you see my cursor or not?
Yes.
This one is like wooden plank for something, I don't hard to understand. This one...
Is that the gangplank? When they go to a dock, they swivel that over and walk off the boat?
No, they are doing that with the guys they want to get rid of, just like pirates. Yes, wipe the plank.
So this green line is for anchor maybe or something, but they don't need it in the ocean.
No.
I don't know.
Why not?
Because it's too deep, I think.
It's Mediterranean. I don't think it is too deep. So but probably they're not traveling for long distance, just a couple of days, and they come back. I don't know.
Okay, and how we call this, head part and I don't know, back part?
I don't remember.
The front is the bow,
Bow.
and the back is the stern.
Bow.
This is the stern. Bow. How now? Bow.
Bow. Bow.
Usually the anchor is at the stern or the bow. It's not in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
And this device looks like some kind of roller or something to make like things easier, right? With a fish net or something.
Right.
Okay, I think I would like to work on such a ship.
You can, just I think they hire from time to time.
They don't like my passport.
Yeah, that's the bummer.
Okay, Jorgen, please describe this photo.
He comes into land, and you can see some fishermen, and a big crane. And I can't remember what city it is.
I don't know. Somewhere in Europe, we can say. Because he reached Switzerland from there by train.
Some French port, I guess.
Yeah, this is, I think, when they landed in France.
Can we say landed is a good word? Because landed looks like a spacecraft.
We would say they docked.
Docked. Okay. Gerard, please.
What about this vehicle? It's a sort of tricycle, but with motor, with an engine. How do you call them in English?
Well, they're so small. If they're for transportation, we call them jeepneys. That or tuk-tuks. You'll sometimes hear them called tuk-tuks. They're like a little small thing that 5 or 6 people can jump on, and it's like a little taxi. But these look more like cargo, tiny trucks. I don't know.
Tiny cargos.
Yeah, but we can see that, So those fishermen were in the fishing adventure for a week at least, and we can see 2 tiny trucks. So how they earn money? I don't understand it. That's why they bought so rusty, I think.
Yeah.
And we can see big cranes on behind the stand, and it looks like a modern dock, and they like in different place.
If you look at the boat, you'll see there's a big round ball hanging off the side of the boat.
Yeah.
Those are called bumpers. And a lot of boats will hang them over the edge so that if they pull up next to a dock and they bump the dock, that little bumper in between kind of prevents damage.
Right.
In this case, it doesn't serve any purpose, but that's what those are. They're little bumpers.
Okay. We use used car tires for that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, cost nothing, work efficiently. Okay, Leila, please, can you find something on this picture?
A wonderful train, I guess. Very modern, on the contrary. I think it is snowing and maybe snowed. It has snowed, and I can see some trees covered with snow, and I can see the train is coming out of the tunnel. It looks like a modern train.
Yeah, high speed train, something like this, right?
Yeah,
Like 300 kilometers per hour, something like this.
I like it.
Yeah.
It looks fast, I guess.
Well, I learned it from when I was traveling through the Spain. I learned that sometimes it's more convenient and more faster than plane. So you can reach like Madrid from Malaga in no time by this train, and it's faster than train because in airport you have to wait for registration, all the things. But in train you just go and you just here. Okay. And it's interesting that Switzerland is a land of these tunnels, right? Tunnels, how it's called?
Tunnels.
Tunnels, yeah. They have a lot of them.
Yeah, because it's a mountainous country.
Yeah, strange thing.
And what's your scene?
Sorry?
This is your scene.
Yeah, for you.
Vasans, please describe it.
Yeah, in the scene, Bourne disarms two soldiers, and he found one of the soldiers' handgun in his hand unknowingly. So it implies that he subconsciously still uses his martial arts.
I would love to use them subconsciously as well. Some martial arts. Maybe my previous life I was like a super agent and I don't know it. Oh my goodness.
You just need this device that Neo had in Matrix, you know. I know Kung Fu.
That's right.
Yes. But it gives you headaches, you know. It gives you headaches, and I hate headaches, you know.
Okay.
So probably not.
But the Me Too movement. Somebody touches your elbow, and you just knock them out.
Can be dangerous, yes.
Yeah. What is strange in the story? Well, you know, we don't know much in Russia, but we know how to trade cold. And I would never sleep on this bench, you know, in these circumstances.
Yeah.
without hat, without some kind of, I don't know, towel.
Yeah. Newspapers at least, right?
Right. So probably it's one-way road. You know, you went to sleep here, and you will never wake up.
Yeah.
In Spain, vagrants, when it's very cold, they go to these rooms that with ATMs, you know. So you have a Visa card, you can open the room and then you can sleep inside.
Yes.
So you have nowhere to go, but you have Visa card, right?
Yeah, but even a Visa card that doesn't work, you know.
Okay.
With a magnetic band, it works.
Right.
Open the door.
Okay, fancy way, the modern bomb fancy way. Okay.
Okay, my turn to describe something. So I never watched this movie before, really, but I watched this exactly like photo many times in my life.
I saw it. Yes.
Because it's a memo. It's a memo that we use in Russia. I don't know, maybe in Ukraine as well, for show how much Bollywood understand about Russia and all these things. Because it's just very stupid thing. Okay, I just can't pronounce what they wrote here. You know.
They put all the unknown letters, you know, the things they found confusing over there. That makes no sense whatsoever. Oh my goodness!
All right, just random letters.
Stupid. Oh my god, random and all of them are consonants. Actually, like one vowel over there. It is unreadable stuff. That's oh my goodness, so foolish.
Well, and it's kind of internet memo or something, you know. When you read in newspapers, something like, for instance, CIA found and evidence that Russian made this and that, and we always post this passport. They found this passport.
Yeah.
Like Schwarzenegger's Russian, huh?
Right. Oh God.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Is that how you write Moscow with the U?
No.
No.
No, it's not even transliteration actually.
I don't know who
Russian
wrote.
is Moskva. It's a different word. They
That's
tried
right.
to write it. What is that? It's French. Maybe it is French. I don't know.
Okay, and let's see next detail. You know, it's 2003, and
Three. That's right. USSR. Oh my
USSR
goodness.
still alive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it's a nice document. I like it. I would print it for me.
You are very observant.
Well,
Well, it's so yes.
so obvious, you know.
2003.
It's obvious, right?
The
And
film
then
was released in 2002.
Yep.
and then
Okay.
the stamp is the consul of Russia.
The Rusi. It's kind of Spain or something. I don't know.
French. I think it is French. Yes. I don't know.
Okay. So you know, it's too hard for Hollywood movies to find real passport.
Oh
you
my
know,
goodness, right. Or to find someone who can read Russian actually and put this word into the, in Cyrillic. It's so damn easy. I don't know why they keep doing that. My goodness, in 2000. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, next time, you know, if someone watching this recording, from Hollywood, you can call me. I will write you good document.
Yes. You will be Consul de Russie, Ivan.
Yeah, from the USSR.
Right.
Okay. Next picture, Diana. Please find something here.
Oh, a lot of guys, CIA guys, I don't know, discussing some important things, just writing notes, I don't know, just averting some kind of a crisis, saving the world. What else are they doing? And these are two bosses communicating over the cup of coffee. I don't know, and you can see, the body language of the lower boss is kind of, I don't know how to describe it. So disrespectful. I would say that he is disrespectful to the upper guy, right? So, well, I don't know. And there is like a row of tables, and they are alone over there. Yeah, we can kind of see I don't know, a janitor over there at the background, and no one else. I don't know. So a huge room with no one inside, just them two.
And another reason why I have chosen this picture, it's because of this kettle. Usually told us that there are no kettles in America now. And I found one.
Right. That's the coffee. I don't know, like a coffee.
We call it a coffee thermos.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
but it's not a thermos actually. It's like something like a kettle, something like a pitcher kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, we would call it a pitcher or a
Right.
pitcher in this case. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And I like that you noticed this body language. I was kind of impressed by this manners of this, Coughlin.
Yeah. He was asking for being killed, I would kill him myself if I were his boss. I understand the guy totally.
Yeah. So that's all, I think. We have a little bit more, but we don't have time for that.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Nice movie, nice discussion. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank
And I
you.
think next Sunday we will have another movie because our TED Talks will be on vacation or something. Yeah, let's make summer easy without too profound topics.
Yeah, and I am back. I think that guys, if you are up to reading, just next week we are going to have our book club again. So on Saturday. So I'm not sure about the story yet, but I will find something. Yeah.
Okay.